someone who knows someone who is an agent and he's hanging out every other corner. One or two or three or four at every other bar in Hollywood. Yes, I'm glad to be in Hollywood.
Hello again. Joining this time are two very talented women. As vivacious as her hair is bright, as scintillating as her gowns are shimmery, one of our guests is the dynamic singer-comedian Kaye Stevens. Also with us is one of our foremost jazz singers. With few peers in her category, she's Anita. And now, here's your man of the half hour, Skippy Lowe.
Kaye Stevens.
Yes, good.
Killing him at the Roosevelt last night.
Yes.
What a night.
It was outrageous.
Red buttons?
Red buttons.
Oh,
yeah.
you had them all there last night.
Barry, Stephanie
Barry.
Powers,
And Dennis Cole.
Dennis Cole, Barbara Eden, Telly Savalas,
And Martha Ray.
Martha Ray.
What
Yeah,
an
it was
evening
great.
at the Senior Grill.
Outrageous. Yeah.
But why was the Hamburger Hamlet? What was that all about?
Well, you see, I had invited everyone for dinner on the show because I thought Cine Grill meant that there was a grill at the Cine Grill, but there is no grill at the Cine Grill.
there isn't.
So then I was stuck. So I said, why don't we have dinner elsewhere? So of course I invited them all to the Hamburger Hamlet for dinner before the show. And we had everyone arrive at the Hamburger Hamlet, and we all had hamburgers, and then we walked the walk of fame and down the street. And
Throwing confetti?
confetti and balloons and the whole 9 yards, yes.
That was a lot of fun.
It was outrageous. It was
Yeah.
great fun. Yes.
Energy.
A lot
What
of energy.
you have when
Yes.
you walk on that stage.
Yes.
Why does Kaye Stevens have so much energy? I mean,
There's several reasons if you really want to know. First of all, I take vitamins. I take very good care of myself.
Right.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, and everything else is on hold. And yes, and I do a thing called the Seymour system that I learned from a gal in Florida, Gladys Seymour Davis, who taught me how to, by circulation therapy, bring up my own energy. So I know how to do that. I've learned that from her. So you can literally sit down for about a half an hour, and just by utilizing your own energy from yourself, your hands, and working your hands and working your joints and whatever, and your face, you can actually bring up your energy by
it's
yourself.
not the crystals.
No crystals. It's your own
natural.
energy. It's the fat of your own body. For my face, for example, I could never have a facelift because I'm so allergic to what is it? That they give you? They put over your face the knockout.
I don't know.
Anesthetics.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to that, so I can never have a facelift. So she taught me how to give myself a facelift, how to do it with my hands, to circulate.
Interesting. And does it work?
Well, I think I look pretty good.
You certainly do. Where does Kaye Stevens come from originally?
I was born in Pittsburgh. I was raised in Cleveland, Ohio. I started singing as soon as I left the womb.
Did you really?
I came out singing. The doctors in the hospital called me the little kid with the big voice.
You
I was
and that
premature. That's it, yes. And I've been singing ever since.
You have. But do you know something, Kaye Stevens?
Yes.
Lots of people, interns, the movie.
The movie, The Interns, yeah.
Tell me, you had the whole cast there last
The
night.
cast, yeah. Actually, it was The Interns and The New Interns. That was the first film I ever made. I was in Las Vegas at the Riviera Hotel.
Right.
And there was a guy that was there when I would come off stage. Every night, for about 3 nights, I'd come off stage and they'd say, gee, you're terrific. I'm going to put you in movies. I'd say, sure you would, honey. I got it. And I'd walk away from him. And then he was there the next night. He said, I'm not kidding. I want to put you in movies. I said, sure you do, big guy. And I walked away. Third time he stopped me. He said, I'm not kidding. I said, I'm sure you're, whatever. And the next day I got a script, and the next day I was in the movies. My first movie was The Interns. I did very well in that. David Swift was there last night. He's the director. Bobby Cohen produced both of them, and then I was in The New Interns.
And you had the stars there, too.
Yes.
Was it Barbara Eaton or was there,
Barbara
too?
Eden, yes, Stephanie was there.
Stephanie Powers.
Stephanie Powers, and Annie Helm. George, not Maharis, he was in another
George
film.
Furt.
George Firth was in there, but Mickey Callan was there as well. Telly Savalas, and Cliff Robertson and George Siegel were both in New York, so they couldn't be here.
Who wrote this act last night? That act is.
I wrote it.
You did?
I write all my music.
You
I
write
write all of it.
Really?
Yes, they're all my charts. I do them all. Yeah.
But you keep the energy all the way up.
Well, you see, I'm
Never
so
down.
you know
It's
what?
okay.
I'm so sick and tired of sad songs. I don't sing sad songs anymore. I don't have time for them. Everything that I do is positive. I don't do anything negative in my act because I have no time for negative people or negativity. I'm working on an album now of music that is inspirational, motivational, spiritual pop not to be confused with Christian contemporary, no. I call it holy hip.
Uh-huh.
So when I sing the songs that I sing,
Uh-huh.
there's songs that always make people feel good about themselves. I mean, it's a strange thing. I worked with Rip Taylor last week.
In Florida?
In Florida at the Burt Reynolds Theater.
And I heard it
We
was
were there.
big.
We would smash, just absolutely smash Ron.
Uh-huh.
We were jam-packed every night. And what we did, I did my act, we had an intermission, and then of course Rip did his act.
Right.
But the bottom line of that was that the two of us together were so forceful and so powerful in terms of positive energy.
Right.
That we had people who had either cancer or a lot of AIDS people. We had people women who had lost breast or widows or whatever.
Yes.
And a lot of manic depressives. I'm very big with manic depressives. But they would come in and see the show, and they would laugh. They would have such a good time, and they would go and get their friends and bring them in from the hospices. We had probably 10 to 35 people from different hospices
Right.
every night. I work with the people, with hospice people. I work with children in the rehab centers. And that's where I learned the song Friends from the kids in the
Great.
rehab.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and the kids in this particular rehab center, anywhere from 6 to 18 years of age, and they have problems with drugs and alcohol, of course. And that's the song, The Friends Are Friends Forever, is a song I learned from them.
Days of Our Life.
Yes,
9 years?
9 years.
God, that's a long
Yeah.
time on the show. On a
I
set.
learned to be an actress.
You learned to be an
I
actress.
sure did. I can cry from this eye, 3 tears or 4 tears from this eye, yeah.
Learning the scripts every day, though.
78 pages a day.
Really?
It got to a point, Skippy, where I could actually go to the store. You could give me 200 items and let me loose in the store, and I would memorize the 200 items. I got so good at my memory. You know, your memory muscles stretch.
Clubs. You worked a lot of clubs, Kaye
I've been
Stevens.
everywhere.
Vegas.
I got
Many
my start at the Riviera in Las
Resi-
Vegas.
from the top.
Yeah.
With who? Who was the star? Who was the comedian? You were Don Rickles, Shecky?
No,
or-
first I was with Lionel Hampton. He
Lionel.
had 28 guns and a cannon. So I remember, yes, it was Lionel Hampton and Count Basie. And then, of course, Don Rickles and
Don.
Don Rickles, fabulous.
I worked with him,
Shecky
too.
Green,
I worked with Don.
Yeah.
And I also worked with Shecky.
yeah. And, of course, Toady Fields. Oftentimes, I wish to God that I had known about this Seymour system that I do, you know, when Toady was alive. Because
were very
I think
close,
it
weren't you?
Yeah, it would have saved her life.
It would have?
Yeah, because she wanted to have, she had a sugar diabetes, of course, and they didn't want to do a facelift. But if she had known about the Seymour system that I've learned, I think it would have saved her life. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to live. I'll show you how to do it.
Really? I love to.
Yeah.
You know who we have sitting next to you is
Yes.
one of America's great jazz singers. Hello, Anita O'Day.
It's Anita.
Good morning.
Good morning. She's
I
good
got jet
morning.
lag. I just came in from Rome.
Rome, you've been all over the world.
I know,
And you
but I'm still.
You just got in. Opening at the Vine
No,
Street.
not the per day. It's been 2 days, but I still got jet lag. Hi, babe.
Hi, sweetheart.
Jet lag.
Jet lag.
Good girl.
22 hours. Can you believe it?
I love Rome.
From Rome?
22 hours?
That's a long time, honey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, you wait here and you wait there, but you put it all together. You're on your feet. You know.
Anita O'Day. And when I
Skip
think
with
of
an E.
Anita,
Skippy.
Skippy. When I think of Anita O'Day, good God, I think of one of the greatest jazz. But Martha Ray had a lot to do with Miss Anita O'Day.
Well, she
in your
was
book.
an early, right. She was an early influence.
Really?
Indubitably.
Okay.
Don't ask me to spell it.
No, I was going to say. Where are you from, Anita O'Day?
My mother.
Originally.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Atta boy,
I
right.
love Chicago.
I heard you say previous that that's a great city.
It is. It's my favorite city in the world.
I left in 1921. No, 31. Byron. When did I leave? 21. When I was 21. Whatever. I'm 70 now.
7.
And I'm still.
Come on,
swimming.
Anita O'Day, 70.
Love it.
Don't say
Read
that.
the paper.
You
Dad and Dad for the club says, come and see Anita O'Day. She's 70.
70 years.
Imagine a club owner doing that to you. Now everybody knows.
You're at the Vine Street Grill,
Vine
killing
Street Bar
Bar
and Grill.
and Vine-
Yes,
it's a great-
it's around the corner from the Pantages.
Right.
Across the street from the old Huntington.
and next door to the Brown Derby.
Old Brown Derby.
The old Brown Derby.
Everything is the old days.
You're right. But you've been around Hollywood many years,
I
haven't you?
lived there 40 years, just down the street.
Uh-huh.
Vineland and DeLongpre.
Ah.
Lived there for years.
Nito Day.
You keep saying that.
Well, because it's, you know why I keep saying that?
Oh my gosh, you dropped your mouthpiece.
That's okay, darling.
Well, wait, I'll fill in for you. He's putting his mouthpiece back. Here it comes down. There you go.
Anita,
Yes, love.
traveling all over the world.
Yes.
At what
I've
age?
flown around the world in
But
a
you were with
plane.
bands, big bands.
Oh,
bands.
yes.
I mean, Gene Cooper.
Gene Cooper, Stan
Stan Kenton,
Kenton, Woody Herman, and the Benny Goodman All-Stars overseas.
Right.
Right.
You worked everywhere in this world.
And I'm still out there.
What is your la 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 la? What is those secrets of your jazz notes? There's
The secret of my jazz notes?
Yes, darling. There's that certain quality that goes la 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 la. But Martha Ray was telling me last night. There's no one in the world has more notes than you.
Oh,
sing.
well, I practice.
There's notes.
You know, like there's 8 on the board,
Right.
like piano, right?
Right.
And from 1 to 8,
Eight.
then you repeat, right?
Right.
But there's also 5 black notes, which gives you 13 notes
That's
to play
it.
with.
That's it.
So you can rephrase a lot of notes that way, and I do.
You
I never sing the song the same twice.
Never.
Well, maybe it falls that way, but I don't plan it. I play it by the tempo it's called.
I heard.
It's a rhythm, it's a balance.
Is it?
Yeah.
The kids today. What young jazz singers? Do we have any?
What young jazz singers?
Yeah.
What? No, where I live in a trailer up in the mountains. I'm just here for this engagement, and then I go home.
Where up in the mountains?
Hemet.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the San Jacinto Mountains.
Uh-huh.
And nobody up there plays music. Everybody's retired. Nobody plays music. We got one guy plays guitar out of meter.
Right.
So I avoid him.
Uh-huh.
Then we got a piano player that comes to the clubhouse occasionally.
Uh-huh.
I go outside for a walk.
Right.
And get you away. But then when I'm working, I'm in the cities, middle.
You've had some hard times and bad times in your life. But this High Times and Hard Times is your new book.
It just came out a week ago Monday. Brand new. George Eels and I.
Everything's in here, Anita. I mean,
most everything.
I mean,
It starts
now
when
talk
I'm
about drugs
13.
because we're not going to talk about drugs.
was in there.
In there?
Oh, yeah.
Because you
20
were
years ago.
20 years ago, and you cleaned
It's
yourself.
in there.
You
Oh,
cleaned
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Do you feel better now about that?
Oh, sure. Well, that was just a stage in life. Like, you want to do this, you want to do that. And at that time, that's what everybody was doing.
Exactly.
Well, I was hanging out Long Beach. That was the one.
You never took drugs, did
They
you,
put
Kay,
me
when
in
you were
jail in
young?
Long Beach.
Never?
No, my mother
So-
would kill me.
Your mother? Your
My mother
traveled
would
with
kill
you?
me. No, never traveled. She'd just kill me.
I see.
No, I drank a lot of champagne, though. I used
I
to
see.
drink a lot of champagne. I don't do that anymore.
Chicago, Illinois is such a
I
good...
drank since I was 12.
Were you a singer at 12?
Tattle and
When
time.
did Anita Day start it? At what age?
I joined a walkathon when I was 13.
13.
Left school and joined the walkathon.
Uh-huh.
It's in the book.
It's all in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to read it, and I'm going to tell you something.
You're going to give it back to me, too.
But you know, you and I worked in Germany for Giesler Dumpter at the NCO Club and Wiesbaden, I think at Wiesbaden or Rhine, Main, one of the bases.
You're talking about the 60s.
And the 60s.
Well, I was
You
there
were-
at 88.
Yeah.
And we were playing different areas.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. But that's a long time ago. I haven't seen you.
Well, it's nice of you to remember.
I
Skip.
remember Anita Day and all the boys. You entertained many, many troops all over the world. And they love Anita
With the
Day.
big bands, we did a lot of that in the 40s.
Did you enjoy doing that?
Sure. It's better than sitting home watching television.
What do you think about the big bands? Yeah, right.
She laughs.
What do you think about the big bands coming back, Anita?
Well, here's a double whammy. May 23rd this year,
Right.
which is like very soon,
Right.
I'm opening at Michael's Pub
In New York.
in New York City
Right.
with the Gene Cooper Orchestra. Da-da-da!
Wonderful.
Well, somebody bought the book, the
Right.
music, and he's going to front it, and I'm going to sing.
How wonderful.
Isn't that cute?
It's not cute.
Good idea. So the big bands are back.
Yeah.
At least for 6 weeks in New York.
Tell me about your experience when you went to Honolulu to clean your system out. You say you love...
Experience?
You said
Oh,
you
well,
wanted
first
to...
of all, I didn't know any connections there, so I was cleaning. When you get sick, like, what do? You like run to the beach.
You were ill
And
then, yeah.
when you're freezing, you lay in the hot sun. And when you get the sweats of which you've heard about, you
Right.
jump in the ocean.
Right.
So every day I went to the beach,
And that cleaned your system.
and that saved my life. I did that
really
for
saved your
5
life?
months every day. And the next thing you know, I got to be normal. I got to smell the flowers, as they say.
Uh-huh.
You get back, it's straighten up. And I went to New York and worked in the village for 1 year at a place called the Half Note, a jazz joint
Half Note,
down,
yes.
way down by the waterfront.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Zoot Sims was there.
Uh-huh.
People like that. Al Cohen. The people.
How about Chet Baker? You just saw him
I
just
saw
before
him
he
in
died.
Paris last
Uh-huh.
year. Yeah, he wasn't looking too good.
He wasn't,
He
was
looked
he?
poorly, yes.
Yeah, I knew him in the 60s, too, in Paris.
A lot
They
of
were-
people quit the junk. I don't believe he did. I don't know. We didn't discuss it.
Right.
Although we used
Do
to
you
hang
think
out
he...
together.
yeah. Do you think he was still on, Anita?
I got to think so.
You think-
As I said, we didn't discuss it.
It's difficult to get off of that stuff, isn't it,
It's
Anita?
not easy. I was real lucky.
You had a lot of pain at the beginning.
It's an inner itch. What can I can't explain it. You got to have the experience and you got to have the courage to fight it, you know. That's it. They're dropping dead around me. I says, I'm getting out of here, you know, gone.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, go ahead, Jerry.
There's a sax player that I've always been mad crazy for. His name is Don Bias. Do you know him? Do you know he's in Paris, is he?
I know the word. I read about him. I really don't know him. Good horn player.
Good, yeah. I wondered if you had heard about him in Paris.
No,
Yep.
I don't. I didn't go out. I only had 4 days there, and you just spend your time at the hotel.
Yeah, sure.
Really, you know the hotel, you know the club. If you're lucky, you get out one afternoon and see what's happening.
Yes, true.
I didn't have that time. It was raining at that time. So that took care of that. Sorry.
Anita O'Day, do you have any regrets in your life? You know, this book is coming out now.
This book is out, yeah.
Looking back over your career,
Regrets?
do you have any?
Yeah, my life isn't over. I'm just beginning.
I know.
I've been married since 52. It's my turn. You know, where are you?
Would you do it the same way? Had you had a good time, you think?
I had a very good time. Sure.
You've had?
I didn't pre-plan it, you know,
Right.
it just fell where you go. Like the way I sing. You know, the thoughts, the notes come, the feeling. And
I mean, you have
Well,
a lot
it's
of
up.
pain in your life. You know, people don't take drugs or drink until they must have some pain, I feel. There was got to be a reason.
I didn't do it for the pain. If I want, like last night, I overdrank, right? I did it because I was happy.
I see.
And I want to get happier.
I see. So you do enjoy drinking. You do enjoy it.
Yeah,
I see.
absolutely.
So
I
you
like
wouldn't
the next day. But
Anita O'Day, you wouldn't do it. Would you do your life the same way, though? Would you do it the same way, looking back?
I'm pretty sure I would, sure.
You would?
Oh, yeah.
So you would
It
you
was an
say,
interesting life. Adventure. I traveled around.
right,
You know,
would you say you had a good time in your life?
I would say I did, yeah. I would say so. Really.
Kaye,
Yes.
looking back over your life, you know, you work cabarets just like Anita O'Day, to maybe a little different, but because she worked jazz rooms, but you know, you're both night ladies.
Oh, yes.
You're both night ladies, and
We
you sleep
function
all
very
day.
well
Do you
at
get?
night.
I mean, you know, you don't get up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
No,
you guys
no,
get
no.
up at 1 o'clock.
No,
That is
10,
your day.
10 or
10
11.
o'clock? Is
10 or
it?
11.
Would you
Then
do
I
your
go out
life
and
the
walk.
same way, Kate?
I would do exactly what I did.
Really?
Yeah. I drank the best champagne when I drank. I mean, I was the DP kid. Dom Perignon was my drug of choice.
How about Broadway?
Broadway, I've done Broadway.
Yeah.
I've done everything but opera and porno.
Opera and porno.
Opera, I've never done porno, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about
Thinking about how would you do it in doing opera?
I don't know. I try
You
everything
have a
twice.
great voice.
Thank
A
you.
great, big, strong voice.
Thank you.
Ethel Merman.
Yes.
How about doing something from Ethel Merman?
As a
Would you like
matter
to
of
do
fact,
that?
when I was in Florida, they asked me to do Gypsy. Strange.
Right.
Yeah, I
yes,
thought
you
about
would be
that.
wonderful as Madame Rose.
Yeah, they all say that. So we'll see.
Do you
And
like?
then
do you
I
like-
was asked to do a Martha Ray's life.
You're kidding.
Yes,
Are they doing something on Martha?
I think
right
they are. That would be the greatest honor of my life. Would be to do anything dealing with Martha Ray. I guess we both have.
Yes, Anita, what
have
made
wonderful
you
feelings
what
about
made
Martha.
you feel about Martha Ray when you saw her in a movie? Tell me about. You were just a very young girl when you saw Martha Ray.
Early
first,
teens, yeah.
Early teens. It was her first film, and you saw it. Tell me about that.
Well, let's see if I can recall. I haven't been asked that question ever. Well, I think it was, first of all, she's a natural.
Right.
You know, she's not planning this and that, and, you know, she's a natural.
Yeah.
That was A. And B, she's got this big mouth and a lot of chops, you know,
Uh-huh.
which is interesting because she's not an opera singer, and I didn't care for that at all. Sorry, old girl. But then the other one was she did ad-lib. Then she can also sing in time.
Yeah.
In
And
time.
she sings in time very good.
God, didn't she?
Which is what impressed me because I don't have chops.
Right.
But you can't catch me off time.
Never can throw you off time, huh?
No, I got that. See, that's where,
Yeah.
that's my forte.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what made it. I see.
That's it.
Because when you hear singers, and if they drive you crazy,
They bore me.
they bore you.
Sinatra's the worst
Why does he bore you?
because he drags. The band is carrying him.
He leans back on the
interesting.
band.
That's
He leans on the
interesting.
band all the
Yeah.
time. That's why he's still
Sinatra
singing.
leans on the band.
That's all the time.
How about Liza and Sam
I
Davis?
can't stand her at all.
You can't. Who's some of your favorite? Who's some of your favorite singers?
She's got
Anita?
3 riffs and she uses them in every bar. You know,
Uh-huh.
no,
Who's some of your favorite
No
singers?
ideas, you know.
Who's some of your favorite singers?
Well, it's
How about Chris?
Jackie Paris.
Jackie Paris.
Yeah, he plays guitar and
Plays guitar and
sings
sings,
from the
great.
band. He's a New Yorker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he sings real good. Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross. Lambert Hendricks is still out there.
Right.
He's got a lot to say. He's very good.
Interesting, isn't it?
Girls, Ella got too commercial for me. I had to let her go. Let's see, who else was making it? Pinky Lee was making it, the girl singer, but she didn't get.
Pinky Lee?
Yeah,
That's the comic, yeah. But
I know.
There's a
but
girl singer?
Yeah, and she was starting to go, and then she had a little trouble there, and she's no longer with us.
Uh-huh.
But
Jazz
who does it? Who does it? See?
Jazz rooms. What's happening in America? Is it dying art, or is it, what's happening with it?
The jazz itself.
Jazz,
I just opened a club in Hong Kong. I was the opener.
That's
So it's not dead.
In America. In
Oh, in
America.
America.
England and France and up in Norwegian countries, Amsterdam, they
I
love
tell you,
jazz.
jazz is so funny right now. I just
Right.
did 4 days in Oakland at a Japanese place.
Uh-huh.
That's where jazz is.
Really?
They got no place to put it.
Yeah.
They sell sushi and jazz. Isn't that funny?
In that order.
Who's some of the comedians you've worked with that you
Anita?
really have learnt a lot from?
I thought you were going to ask
some-
me who my favorite singers were.
Well, I will.
I like
Who-
Sting.
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 Oh,
I'm
really?
crazy mad for Sting.
Okay.
I mean, he's the only rock star I really would like to meet
Uh-huh.
for a long time. I love him. He has a lot to say lyrically.
Uh-huh.
I like it. I like his voice. I like his style.
Kay Stevens, you're
Yes.
at the Hollywood Roosevelt.
I'm at the Hollywood
And tell me
Roosevelt.
something. Are you going to stay in
Saturday.
Hollywood, or just you're going to be opening somewhere? When do you open? You're opening in New York somewhere?
Well, no, it's actually Florida.
Florida.
I'm going down to Florida to finish. I have to do some work on it. I did a BL Striker,
Uh-huh.
which will be on, I guess, Monday or next Monday or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I have to do some voiceovers. I may do it here. I have to do that, and
Uh-huh.
then I'm going to New York as well. But I'm doing some private shows. I won't be working at club there.
You do a lot of club dates.
A lot of club dates.
yeah.
And then I go back to Orlando, and I've
Uh-huh.
been asked to do a television series.
Very
yes,
good.
so
Uh-huh.
we'll see what happens with that.
So you
A
see-
lot of the movie industry is moving to Orlando now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the wonderful studios.
Orlando, Florida, because of
Orlando,
Disney.
Florida, because the
Disney.
studio facilities
Yeah.
are fantastic
I
there.
see.
It's a lot cheaper than film here, I guess.
Anita Day,
Yes, sir.
spiritual.
Pardon me?
You look spiritual to me. Are you spiritual?
Spiritual?
You seem like you're very spiritual.
Oh, I am.
You seem tough to me, but you're not really. You're a sweetheart underneath that. You
I
make
just kinda
people-
play it.
Why do you make people feel that you're tough, but you're not?
No, I
Looking at
kind
you.
of like stable myself and they misunderstand it.
Because I see it. You're very. You seem like you're a little toughy, but you're not really. You're a
No
real
way.
sweetheart.
I'm a loney.
You're lonely.
I'm alone a lot, yeah. I
Most
like it
big
that way.
superstars are alone a
Yeah.
lot.
It's true. You're alone at the
Super.
top.
True.
But I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. How's
Yes,
that?
You're happy.
You know, I go to a club,
you enjoy yourself.
club, you know, and I live in a trailer. When it rains, I hear it. I'm not in a hotel, which is depressing. I got her laughing. I got a dog about this big.
What
She
kind
follows
of
me-
dog? What do you have?
Yorkie. She follows me around the trailer. I got 3 bicycles. If somebody wants to go with me, I take bike rides every day. I have a place to cook if I want to. I really don't know how.
I don't either.
I really don't know how. I cook it, but I can't eat it when I go out. So fortunately, I can still, go out.
So you really
And so
enjoy.
my days are full. And this year is really packed full of like appointments, engagements. So I'm swinging right now. Thank you, Skippy.
You've done about 500 records, at least 500, haven't you? And you don't have them all.
It tells you.
It is.
in
I didn't read the book. You
the
just handed it to
discography,
me.
It's at the back. Discography
I
tells you
just-
every tune I've ever done. They got 50 pages.
And you don't have all those records either. You like to find some of those records,
I
don't
don't
you?
think so.
No?
I think my friend Alan has them.
Alan Eichler.
Right.
Tell me something. What is your favorite? You've done so many. It's got to be one of your. What's one of your favorites?
Well, it would be the arrangement more than the song. Like
Okay.
I like certain arrangements, you
I
know.
see. Okay.
And I think Billy May. I did an album with Billy May.
Uh-huh.
And that was really nice.
I see.
enjoyed it, and I thought it had a lot to say.
Bob Everly. Tell me about Bob Everly. Sweetheart,
I don't
isn't he?
know, Bob.
You don't?
Now, he was with Jimmy Dorsey's
Dorsey.
band.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He was a sweetheart. Did you know Bob Everly?
No, but I tell you, I met the 4 freshmen when I first started out in the business.
There's lovely fellas.
And Flanagan, Bob Flanagan. I used to run away. I used to run away from places to see these people. And I saw Stan Kenton's band, and I of course saw the freshmen. And would sneak in the back of these nightclubs because I was like 13, 14. I
Yes.
shouldn't have been there, but I knew the cooks. So I'd go and listen to music. And I remember Bob Flanagan came by at one night in Cleveland at Moe's Main Street, and I grabbed his sleeve. I'll never forget it. And I looked up at him and I said, "Mr. Flanagan, I would like to be in show business, and I would like to sing. What do you think I should do?" And he had the big bass then, you know, not the, he's got a Fender, electric Fender now. But he looked down at me, he said, "Well, kid," he said, "you sing whenever you can, as often as you can, to whoever you can."
That's right.
That's what he said. And I saw him about 3 weeks
Yes.
ago.
Yeah.
I saw him about 3 weeks ago, and I said, "Mr. Flanagan," I'm still pulling on his leg, on his, well, whatever I was pulling on, but I got his attention. But he said, "Aren't you the kid?" I said, "Yeah," and I said, "I'm still singing, I'm still doing what you," he said, "Sing for me now." And I did, and he got tears in his eyes, and he said, "Yeah, you know, you're okay." I said, "So are you. Because of him, I'm in this business."
Kaye Stevens and Anita O'Day,
Yes.
young singers out there. You know, is that what you would tell them? What would you tell them?
Same thing. That's what I
Really?
just said.
Is that what you would tell them?
Absolutely.
Keeps even a barn. It doesn't matter where.
Sing anywhere, anybody will listen.
That's it.
Anyone.
Go to all the jam sessions. That's where I got my start.
That's what Patty Andrews said. Patty Andrews said, "Anyone who can listen,
Yeah,
just
just
sing.
do it."
Keep doing it."
That's right.
And especially today, because now I still do it. I go to rest homes and to retirement homes. I go to hospitals. I go to the hospices.
That's nice.
I go to the AIDS wards, and I sing. I take a tape with me, and I sing my songs.
You sing for the AIDS.
Yes, I
huh?
sure do.
You do have
Yes,
these wonderful
I'm involved
people.
with. There's Louise. Are you familiar with Louise Hay? She has.
No, I'm not.
Well, she has a healing circle here in Los Angeles. She has them all over the country.
So you
I'm
don't let
involved.
people know about you doing these things. You
No, I
just,
don't.
You don't let. That's
No.
nice. You just
No,
do it
it's just
yourself.
something that I do, but I think that it's worthwhile. I think when people are really sick and perhaps they don't have that much longer to go, that you can really help them over the threshold
Yes.
to the better place they're going to.
So Kaye Stevens is spiritual, isn't she?
Yeah, I'm very spiritual,
You
I
are?
think.
Do you have a
Yeah.
man in your life, Kaye?
Do I have a man in my life?
Yes. You were married.
I have a
5
higher
months or-
power in my life.
A higher power.
I have a higher power in my life.
Uh-huh.
I have a God of my understanding that I pray to every day. I have certain prayers that I say. Every morning I wake up and I say, "Lord, show me the person you wish to speak to through my life today."
How lovely.
And obviously it's you and Anita today.
Uh-huh.
And then the other thing that I say is God, thank you for everything you've given me. Thank you for everything you've let me keep. And thank you for everything you've taken away.
That's lovely.
And then the third one is this: you are God, I am not. Those are my 3 prayers. And I pray those every day, and I kind of live them.
That's lovely.
It works.
It does work, yes.
Mhm.
Anita,
Yes, sir.
starting your day. You know, you do a lot of rehearsals and lots of traveling.
Lots of traveling.
Anita O'Day, you know, when you get up in the morning, you thank God for everything, right?
No, I say it when I go to sleep.
Oh, you say it when you go to sleep. Ah, I see.
Now I lay me down to rest. When I awake, I'll do my best.
Been
Oh,
married?
yeah, I like that.
Has Anita O'Day been married?
Twice.
Twice.
Read the book.